From rocket to human brain, how did Elon Musk become the world's first trillionaire? In the darkness of the night, a rocket rises from the Texas sky. Below, thousands of people are watching on screens, holding their breath, and the richest man in the world is standing at a new risk again. In a few seconds, the rocket will either make history or turn into a fireball, putting the billion-dollar dream into questions again. This is exactly what is normal in Elon Musk's world. But the real suspense is not in the rocket. The real suspense is how a single man spread his business to cars, rockets, satellites, AI, social media tunnels, and even the human brain. And then the same question comes, is this a story of a genius or of a very big risk? Is Musk truly building the future, or is the world trusting his valuation too much? In June 2026, the record stock market listing of SpaceX made Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire in terms of paper wealth. But this journey was not built because of just one company. Musk's wealth is not an amount lying in a bank account like cash. This is wealth mostly made of shares, ownership stakes, and market valuation, which can go up and can also come down. Even so, the symbol is massive. For the first time in human history, an individual's estimated net worth was shown past $1 trillion, and the biggest engine behind this was SpaceX. The beginning of SpaceX happened in 2002. At that time, Musk could have spent the money received from the PayPal exit on a comfortable life, but he chose the most risky industry, rockets. His dream was to reach Mars. First, he tried to buy old Russian missiles so that he could send a small greenhouse to Mars and awaken public interest in space. But the deal was not made with Russia. He was not looked at like a serious buyer, and while returning empty-handed, Musk thought, if no one sells a rocket, we will make it ourselves. This very thinking became the birth moment of SpaceX. Outsiders did not get a place in rocket science, but Musk started looking at it like a cost and engineering problem. Falcon 1 gave him his first lesson. The first launch failed, the second failed, and the third failed too. The company came almost to the verge of finishing. In September 2008, the fourth launch achieved orbit. That was not just the success of a rocket, that was a survival certificate for SpaceX. After this, NASA showed trust in SpaceX and gave them a big contract to deliver cargo to the International Space Station. This very moment started making private spaceflight mainstream. Falcon 9 changed the game. SpaceX made the concept of a reusable rocket practical, where the booster could land back after launch and be used again. First people laughed, then they saw failures, then they saw landings, and in the end, the industry had to accept that the old model of space launch cost was breaking. Reusable rockets made SpaceX powerful in the satellite launch market. But Musk did not stop here. He used his rockets to grow his satellite internet company. Starlink is a part of this very vision. Through thousands of low Earth orbit satellites, the effort to deliver internet to remote areas, ships, aircraft, and disaster zones began. Starlink did not let SpaceX remain just a launch company. Now the company had stepped into the global connectivity business, along with space transportation. This very thing became a big reason for the SpaceX valuation. Investors were not looking just at rockets, they were seeing Starlink revenue, global internet demand, and the future space economy. The IPO listing of SpaceX took the company into the trillion-dollar zone, and Musk's stake value increased so much that sources like Forbes and Reuters described him as the first trillionaire. But an important thing should be understood here. Musk became a trillionaire, but this does not mean that he has $1 trillion in cash. This is on-paper wealth. If SpaceX stock goes down, Tesla falls, or market sentiment changes, then this number can change too. As shining as the trillionaire title is, it is just as fragile too. Musk's identity was built in the world for the first time by Tesla. Tesla turned electric cars from a boring environmental choice into an aspirational technology. In the crisis of 2008, Tesla too was fighting a battle to survive. But Model S, the supercharger network, and later Model 3, brought the electric vehicle market into mass conversation. Tesla showed the world that an electric car should not be a slow, ugly, and compromising thing. It can be fast, stylish, and software-driven too. But Tesla's story is not easy even today. Companies like China's BYD are aggressive in the global EV market, and the competition has become tougher than before. Musk does not call Tesla just a car company now. For him, Tesla is a company of AI, robotics, energy storage, and the future robotaxi business. Self-driving technology has been one of Musk's biggest promises, but in autonomous driving, safety, regulation, and timeline have always proved difficult. Even so, investors value Tesla not just for current car sales but for future autonomy and bets like the Optimus humanoid robot too. This is the pattern of the Musk empire. Current business is just one layer, but valuation often stands on the future dream. In social media, Musk's most controversial move was the Twitter acquisition. In 2022, he bought Twitter and later rebranded it as X. X is not just a social media platform. For Musk, it is the dream of an everything app. Payments, communication, content, creators, and AI integration, the effort is to bring everything into one place. But the path of X has not been easy. Advertisers, moderation, layoffs, user trust, and political controversy kept the platform in the headlines continuously. For Musk, controversy does not look like a side effect. Many times it looks like a part of the strategy. He uses attention too like business fuel. In artificial intelligence, he created xAI. Its chatbot Grok is connected to the X ecosystem, and Musk sees it as a future intelligence layer. xAI's ambition is big, but competition in the AI business is very fierce. OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, Meta, and many players are putting in massive resources. Musk's advantage is that he has an unusual mix of data, distribution, and hardware ecosystem. X conversations, Tesla fleet, and SpaceX infrastructure can be connected to the future AI strategy. But there is a lot of risk in AI too. Safety, privacy, misinformation, and regulatory pressure will shape this business in the coming years. Now comes Musk's most science fiction-like company, Neuralink. Its mission is to make a direct connection between the human brain and computers. Neuralink is working on a brain-computer interface by which people with conditions like paralysis or ALS can control a computer cursor or devices with their thoughts. If this technology proves safe and scalable, it can change the world of medicine and assistive computing. But the human brain is not a normal device. In a brain implant, surgery, long-term safety, data privacy, and ethical questions are very big. Therefore, every trial of Neuralink is not just about technology, it is a test of trust too. Musk's brain-computer dream does not look limited just to medical help. He has been talking about connecting humans better with AI in the future too. This idea is inspiring, yet uncomfortable. Because when it comes to human brain data, questions of privacy and control become very sensitive. Then comes the boring company. This business sounds simple, making tunnels, but Musk considers it a solution to the urban traffic problem. In Las Vegas, the Vegas Loop is operational, and according to official information, approvals for network expansion have also been received. This is an underground, Tesla-based transport model. Projects like the Dubai Loop showed that the boring company does not want to remain just an American experiment. Musk wants to make tunnels a part of future urban mobility. But critics say that tunnels can be expensive, capacity can be limited, and the real problems of public transport are not solved just by taking cars underground. This very thing is visible in every company of Musk. The vision is big and the execution is impressive, but criticism goes along with it side by side. If we look at the Musk empire carefully, a common thread is visible. He chooses industries where the barrier is very high and failure is very expensive. In cars, capital-intensive manufacturing; in rockets, extreme engineering; in AI, compute war; in brain implants, medical regulation; and in tunnels, infrastructure complexity. A normal entrepreneur might run away from such industries. Musk goes right where people say it is impossible or financially foolish. His old ventures, Zip2 and PayPal, gave him his first capital and confidence. It started with the Zip2 sale, and big money was received from the PayPal exit. Many people become safe investors after an exit. Musk put his money into Tesla and SpaceX, and a time came when both companies were fighting to survive. 2008 was the most dangerous year of his life. Tesla was in a cash crunch, SpaceX had suffered 3 rocket failures, and the financial crisis had made investors cautious. But that very year became a turning point. Falcon 1 succeeded, Tesla financing was saved, and Musk's risk-taking image started becoming strong. Today, Musk's wealth is so big because he did not build isolated companies. He built an interconnected ecosystem. Tesla works on batteries, AI, and robotics. SpaceX on rockets and satellites. Starlink gives connectivity. X gives the attention and data layer. xAI tries to build the intelligence layer. Neuralink moves toward the human brain-machine interface. The boring company claims to make paths under physical cities. All look different, but they are connected in the vision. This vision belongs to a future civilization. Sustainable energy, multiplanetary life, global internet, artificial intelligence, and human augmentation all fit into one narrative. But because of this narrative, risk also increases. When an individual holds influence in so many critical sectors, the question of power concentration arises. Musk's supporters say that he has shaken up industries. Critics say that his companies make promises too quickly and timelines are missed often. Both things can be true at the same time. Musk has given real breakthroughs, and Musk has made over-promises too. SpaceX made reusable rockets a reality, Tesla pushed the EV industry, and Starlink gave satellite internet a mass scale. These achievements are undeniable. But self-driving timelines, Mars deadlines, and certain product promises have also taught people caution. It is necessary to look at the vision separate from the facts. Musk's personal brand is also a business asset. His tweets can move markets, bring attention to products, and create controversies too. Many investors call this the Elon premium, meaning an extra faith in Musk's presence, ambition, and ability gets added to the company's valuation. But this very premium can sometimes become a risk too. If trust breaks, leadership distraction increases, or governance questions arise, the market mood can change quickly. The story of becoming a trillionaire is therefore not just a wealth story. It is also a story of modern capitalism, where future expectations create today's valuation. SpaceX's valuation includes the dream of Mars, Starlink, Starship, and the future orbital economy. Tesla's valuation includes the dream of AI and robotics more than cars. In X and XAI, there is the dream of social data and the AI future. In Neuralink, there is the dream of medical breakthroughs and human enhancement. Meaning, Musk's wealth is not built just from today's profits. It is built from the price of those futures on which the market is placing bets right now. Therefore, while understanding his becoming a trillionaire, both excitement and caution are necessary. This is success, but it is not a guaranteed permanent status. If SpaceX meets future expectations, Starlink grows, Starship becomes reliable, and Tesla proves autonomy, then the Musk empire can grow even bigger. But if technology delays, regulation, competition, or market correction come, then the shine of paper wealth can lessen too. Elon Musk's story also tells us that big wealth creation often does not come from just one sector. It comes from capital, timing, risk, and multiple bets. He made money from the internet, built an identity in cars, created dominance with rockets, built recurring revenue with satellites, and placed future bets in AI, brain chips, and tunnels. Every bet will not be successful. But some bets can be so big that they cover up the rest of the failures. This is the extreme version of the venture mindset. Today the world is calling Musk a trillionaire, but the real lesson of his story is not the number. The real lesson is the scale of ambition. He did not choose small problems. He asked, how will the planet be saved? How will Mars be reachable? How will traffic change? How will the brain connect? And how will AI be controlled? The answers to these questions are not complete yet. Some dreams are unfinished, some are controversial, and some are still just a promise. But this much is clear. Musk did not consider business as just the job of selling a product. He turned business into a tool to build the future. In the end, the question is not whether Elon Musk is a genius or reckless. The real question is, would the world be able to take big technological jumps without such people? Because this empire spread from rockets to the human brain teaches us one thing. Big dreams look like madness first, then they become an experiment, and sometimes they become history.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.